Qualifying as a princess seems pretty straightforward. It turns out who makes the cut is pretty complicated for one Disney brand. Let's find out the only real requirement to be a Disney princess. If this is your first time visiting The Things, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Princesses are the bread and butter of Disney. The company released its first feature film in 1937. That film was now the infamous Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, how silly of me. I'm Snow White.
Snow White won hearts and launched Disney to the top of the entertainment industry. The film put feature-length animation on the map and created the phenomenon of the Disney princess. After Snow White, it would be another 13 years before the next princess film. Cinderella was released in 1950, giving fans a second princess to adore.
'Cause if you tell a wish, it won't come true.
9 years later, Sleeping Beauty would introduce the character Aurora. Decades passed before the next princess film. In 1989, the golden age of the princess film began. The Little Mermaid was released to wild success and became an instant classic.
I don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad.
This film began that many refer to as the Disney Renaissance. This period would be the release of many landmark titles and introduce the world to 4 new characters who would become official Disney princesses. It might be obvious who the official Disney princesses are. If you thought all characters who were the female children of royalty could claim the honor, you'd be wrong. The term Disney princess applies to characters included in the separate official franchise. The brand was created in 2001. Disney Consumer Products employee Andy Mooney saw a market with unmet needs. Andy noticed that little girls were attending a Disney on Ice show in princess costumes. They weren't Disney branded or even based on Disney characters. It is evident that many Disney brands associated the company with fairy tale royalty. It seemed there were thousands of princess fans out there who would happily buy Cinderella's ball gown or Ariel's dinglehopper. Within 2 years of its launch, the Disney Princess brand brought in over $3 billion in product sales. The brand offers products from children's toys and costumes to high-end cosmetics and couture. The brand appeals to everyone equally. That's a lot of princess glam. With that kind of selling power, it's easy to see why Disney is so picky about who receives a royal coronation. Not every royal character gets to be part of this wildly popular franchise. The original lineup was Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan, and Tinkerbell. In 2005, the lineup changed. Disney noticed the popularity of their fairy characters and stories and decided to launch the official Disney Fairy brand.
Okay, coast is clear. Let's go. Garden Fairy coming through.
Tinkerbell left her throne as an official Disney princess and became the face of the fairy franchise. In 2010, Tiana from The Princess and the Frog enjoyed an extravagant coronation. In 2011, Rapunzel was added as well. 2 years later, the first Pixar character was added to the list with Merida. Fans have speculated for years just what gets a character on the list. The answer may surprise you. Royal heritage isn't a requirement. Neither Pocahontas, Mulan, or Tinkerbell have any titles. There are several daughters of kings and queens who haven't made the list either. Official princesses don't even have to be the star of their film. Jasmine wasn't the main protagonist in Aladdin after all. Fans have wondered if being human was a requirement, but Ariel was once a mermaid, and the original lineup included a fairy. Any character introduced in a sequel is automatically out of the running as well. Many may have thought Disney revealed the big secret with a line in one of their movies. In Moana, Maui refers to Moana as princess. She proudly corrects the demigod that she's in fact the daughter of a chief. Maui then says that many believe to be the Disney princess secret sauce.
If you wear a dress and you have an animal sidekick, you're a princess.
Nice try, Maui, but you're way off. We'd like to point out that Moana is wearing a crop top and a skirt. Fashion aside, not every princess has an animal sidekick. Snow White was a friend to all animals, but none were particularly significant. Tinkerbell spent all of her time with humans. That undoubtedly can't be the criteria. What it boils down to is the princess's original film earned a precise amount of money. If it's all about cash, you may be wondering why Anna and Elsa aren't on the list.
You belong down in Arendelle. So do you.
Frozen became the 5th highest grossing movie ever. pulling in over $1 billion. That kind of profit should put the royal siblings front and center. Frozen was so popular, Disney made the characters their own franchise. Much like Tinkerbell, Elsa and Anna can't be part of the two franchises at the same time. So what is it that gets a character into this exclusive club? The Hunchback of Notre Dame was an Oscar-nominated hit, but Esmeralda isn't on the list. Fans have asked why Kida from Atlantis didn't make the cut either. She's just as strong as Mulan or Merida. The key to being a Disney princess is to have a box office hit film with a huge fan base. And as we saw with Frozen, a film can do too well for its characters to make the cut. Many assumed Moana would soon join the ranks. She's beloved, and even Maui himself called her a princess. It seems Moana may have fallen into the same category as her Frozen sisters. She's so popular that she gets to be her own brand. Being too popular may be the worst reason to miss out on a title. For the lucky few that hold the distinction, there's quite a lot of pomp and ceremony. Tiana's crowning in 2010 at the New York Palace in Manhattan was a lavish event. There she was, warmly welcomed by the current reigning princesses as well as fans and the press. Rapunzel enjoyed a decadent ceremony at Kensington Palace in London. Her big day included a royal parade of princesses in carriages. The fun doesn't end there. There are ceremonies at both Disney World and Disneyland theme parks to celebrate each new edition. This short list of women from diverse backgrounds is here to prove one thing. Being a princess isn't about what family you were born into or who you marry. A princess is made through success. We hope you enjoyed finding out what it takes to be an official Disney princess. We'll see you next time.